welcome to your active and energizing morning practice for restoring volume of the face back to its youthful distribution. This is a level 1 of 3 workout, but it is recommended to try all levels as we will work with different areas and approaches in each video. My name is Elise, and if you're ready, let's get glowing together. Starting out with a bunch of forehead stretches, we're going to place one hand on our forehead, covering our eyebrows. Stabilize your forehead and then lift your eyebrows up. Place your opposite hand on the back of your neck up at the top for support, and then squeeze your eyes closed against the opposite resistance from your hand. Go ahead and switch sides. We'll hold for about 10 or so seconds with each hand switching back and forth. As your eyes squeeze and contract, your forehead will smooth and relax. Because these muscles are in an antagonist relationship, as we contract and strengthen the eyes, our forehead will relax and therefore smooth and reduce wrinkles. This is a great exercise to do if you're feeling tension in your forehead. It will help to relax that tension. Also great for strengthening and toning our eye muscles, creating volume and lift around the eyes. Relax your shoulders back and down. Make sure you're breathing in and out through your nose. The only thing contracting here is your eye muscles. The rest of the muscles of our face are relaxed. Checking in with our jaw. Make sure you're not clenching. The neck, the upper body, and the chest. We're going to switch 2 more times and then we're done. Deep inhale, long exhale, switch your hands. Squeezing your eyes in and down, feeling your forehead completely smoothing and relaxing. Last time, switch your hands. If you need to relax your arms or your shoulders, you can pause the video. We're going to release any tension out of the muscle and the tissue in the forehead. So level 1 is placing your fingertips next to each other and shaking up and down, moving up with one hand and down with the other hand. Level 2 will be to create a fold with the skin and muscle, press it into each other, and then do the same motions, shifting up and down with your fingertips. So if you're unable to grab a fold of the skin and the muscle and the tissue, just try level 1, moving back and forth with your fingertips. We're going to cover the area of the entire forehead and a little bit into the temples. This massage is helping to create and maintain flexibility and hydration in our fascia and our muscle tissues. Today we're also introducing facial retaining ligaments and facial septa. These are connective tissues that anchor the skin and soft tissue to the bones of the face. It helps to maintain the facial structure, providing support and stability, and then also preventing sagging of these facial tissues by influencing how they shift over time. The facial septa are thin sheets of connected tissue that are going to separate different compartments. So they're dividing the structures that organize the facial fat compartments. They allow for movement and sliding of the tissues and are able to influence how fat distribution changes over time. This massage helps to target the temporal septa, shown in purple on the illustration. Being that these are tissues, we want to make sure all of these stay flexible and hydrated. We don't want anything rigid and tight. That's when we're going to run into problems. Moving on to the orbicularis retaining ligament. This is shown in blue on the illustration. So take your index finger and thumb of both hands, starting at the inner part of your eyebrow, and then you're going to squeeze and then stretch apart. You can add a little wiggle in there, but we want to create flexibility in this ligament. So we're pinching and stretching, moving along the entire area that you see on the photo. So starting from the inner corner of the eyebrow, you may have to switch your hand position as you move around the outer part of the eye and then all the way underneath the eye to the inner corner. Make sure you're pinching into the skin and the muscle and you're not just grabbing the skin on top. When you've reached the inner eye corner, you can switch to the other side, starting at the inner eyebrow, pinching and stretching. When healthy, this ligament helps create a natural transition between the eyelid and the cheek. By holding the tissues in place, it helps to maintain the useful appearance of the eye region and prevents sagging or drooping of the lower eyelid. If this ligament weakens or loses elasticity, it can lead to changes such as a more pronounced tear trough, under eye bags, or hollows. Releasing the tension here in this ligament can help to smooth and reposition the transition between the lower eyelid and the cheek to rejuvenate this overall appearance. My biggest recommendation throughout this series and beyond is to feel into your particular face. If you notice tension in any of these ligaments, muscles, or tissues that we explore, really dive deep and try to release that tension. Moving on to cheek squats 2, press your lips forward, creating a long and narrow O, placing your thumbs at the mouth corners, holding here for a few seconds, lifting until we pulse for 35 pulses. So feeling the pulse, if you can, all the way from the mouth corners up the cheeks to the temples, really taking your jaw out of the equation. You may not feel much from the mouth corners to the temple, but keep focusing your awareness there and soon you will start feeling it. Pressing your lips forward from the inner wall of your lips as much forward as you can go will be just as important as lifting your cheeks. Keep the index fingers and thumbs stable so the mouth stays narrow and we're not creating pinches around the eyes. Next, we're working with the zygomatic ligament, or the yellow on the illustration. So start at your cheekbone and we're going to pinch and wiggle. You can extend all the way out from the side of your face and then moving in towards the center of your face. This ligament extends horizontally into the soft tissues of the midface. Feel for any tension in this area, any stickiness or a spot that feels like it needs a little extra love. Linger there for a while. And then we're going to start back at the side of the face and then pinch in the opposite way. So making a vertical pinch, pinching and rolling all the way to the center. The point is to feel into your own face. And while we're making this area flexible and hydrated, you want to specifically pinpoint any tension and work to release that. Once you get to the center, you can roll back out the same way you came. So we're making sure to cover this whole area and really add flexibility to this zygomatic ligament. Once you get back out to the cheekbone at the side of the face, we're just going to switch sides and do the same thing on the other side. So this time horizontally pinching, and do what feels best for you here. You can pinch and stretch, you can pinch and wiggle. There isn't an exact science. The point is to find where your tension is and release that. Any stickiness, that becomes your objective. And this zygomatic ligament, it's so important to keep healthy because this is going to support the cheek tissue and maintain the facial contour. Moving back to the attachment point, we'll roll and stretch vertically, moving in towards the center of the face. So it's acting as an anchoring structure, and we want to keep this healthy because if we don't, it can lead to such things as sagging, deepening of the nasolabial folds, and loss of volume and elasticity in the cheeks. Weakness in this ligament can also contribute to eye bags and hollowness, as it does support the eye area as well. Moving on to cheek squats 2 for the last time. Press your lips forward, thumbs at your mouth corners, lifting all the way up from your mouth corners to your temples for 35 pulses. And it's better to go slow here and make sure you're activating the right muscles. Make sure your jaw is out of the picture. The jaw should not be working. We're really just activating through the center of the face or the mouth corners all the way up to the temples. If you're like me and you have a tendency to round forward, remember to roll your shoulders back and down, open your chest. I just found some great videos on YouTube for strengthening your back. If you'd like me to make that playlist public, just let me know. I think that's really going to help us keep our good posture through not only stretching, but through strengthening.
Take your hands using the area between your index finger and your thumb, placing it next to the side of your nose, opening your mouth, and moving up and down from the side of the nose to the mouth corners. Press in deep so you feel your facial bones. We want to relax all of these muscles, the muscles that become constricted and shortened, leading to nasolabial folds and tension in the center part of the face. Moving to the lower part of the face, we'll do high kiss, pressing your lips in a pout, and then supporting your lips with your index finger and thumb, looking up at a 45-degree angle. Hold your collarbone so that your neck and the muscles in your neck have a nice stretch, and then pulse your lips forward using the back of your tongue all the way up at the roof of your mouth to push upwards so you feel a deep activation underneath your chin, along your jawline, and at your neck. A couple more pulses upward together. Inhale, exhale, look to the left, and then you'll see this sternocleidomastoid muscle. We're going to start at the top, pinching and stretching. You can add a wiggle, but feeling into any tension, any volume changes, any knots or adhesions, and you want to stretch down the entire muscle. So looking to the side helps it to make more prominent so we can grab a hold. This may feel very tender, so you can be gentle here, but feeling in, finding out what's happening, and then stretching all the way downward to release any tension. Remember when you breathe to do this, and make sure not to cause any pain. Go ahead and switch sides, looking to the right now and then grabbing a hold of the left side. Notice how each side may be a little different. If you have long nails, be careful here. You don't want to scrape yourself, but just pinching and stretching, pinching and wiggling, whatever your body is calling for. Noticing if there's any tense spots. Helping to release any constriction, bring oxygen and fresh blood to this muscle, and help to elongate. Great job. Go ahead and release, and then we'll move on to high kiss one last time. This time, try to change your hand position, maybe using the opposite hand to support the lips. The bottom hand is supporting the collarbone, giving that deep activation and stretch all along the platysma neck muscle underneath the jaw, the jawline, and the chin. Relax your forehead and the area in between your eyes, pressing the back of your tongue up towards the roof of your mouth. Great job. We'll finish this level 1 yang practice with a side stretch. Raise your right hand, place it on the left side of your face, gently lifting your eyebrow and the outer part of your eye. Let your ear fall towards your shoulder. If you'd like to intensify this a bit, take that left hand, place it behind your back, place it on your sacral chakra. Breathe deep here, relax your forehead, relax your eyebrows. We're here for 30 seconds on each side, rocking your head gently front to back if that's comfortable for you. Taking deep breaths to energize the brain, getting ready for your day. We're going to switch to the other side. Here is a little video of my helper, my Remy boy. So now taking your left hand, placing it on the outer part of the right side of your face, lifting slightly up. Again, placing your right hand behind you if that's comfortable for you. Breathing deep. You're going to feel so good, ready to start your day, ready to have the best day. Relax all the muscles of your face, leaning gently forward and back if that's comfortable. And if you're with me so far, great job. You have completed the morning part of level 1. Roll your shoulders back. Take one more deep breath in, the biggest breath you've taken all day. I'll see you guys back here for our Yin Face Yoga PM routine. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste, and I will see you in the next video.